Today we're going to be talking about mastering Zoom. So, table of contents, we're going to first start off with an introduction, then we're going to move on to, getting started with Zoom and how to use Zoom, and then we're going to talk about features and pricing, and then we're going to talk about the pros and cons in Zooms, and then we're going to have a video demo and the tech discussion. So, introduction. So, what is Zoom and the history of Zoom? So Zoom is a popular video conferencing and online meeting platform that allows users to host and attend virtual meetings, webinars, and classes from anywhere in the world. It supports video, audio, and chat communication, as well as, as well as screen sharing, virtual backgrounds, and breakout rooms. Users can join meetings with a computer, tablet, or smartphone, making it accessible across devices. Zoom became especially popular during the COVID-19 pandemic when many people needed a reliable way to connect remotely. Well, so Zoom was founded in 2011 by Eric Yuan, a former Cisco engineer who aimed to create a user-friendly, high-quality video conferencing tool. And then if it officially launched in 2013 and quickly gained traction for its simplicity and reliability. The platform experienced a surge in popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 as remote work and online learning became the norm. Has continued to innovate by adding new features and improving security and user experience. So getting started on Zoom. So we're going to talk about getting started on a PC/Mac, an Android device, and an Apple device such as an iPhone/iPad. So getting started on a PC or Mac. So you have to go on zoom.us and you're going to have to download Zoom from the official website, which again is zoom.us. You have to click download under Zoom client for meetings section. And then you have to run the installer and follow the on-screen prompts to install the application. And then you have to open Zoom and sign in or join a meeting. So this is what it looks like to download Zoom, and this is what it looks like when you're running uh the ins the installer. That's what I meant to say, the Zoom installer. And so getting started on Android, so you have to first open the Google Play Store on your device, and then search for Zoom Cloud Meetings and tap Install. Once installed, you open the app and sign in or join a meeting. And then you can also highlight key permissions like camera and microphone access. So this is what it looks like on the Google Play Store here. When you look up Zoom Cloud Meetings or Zoom Workspace, and then you're gonna have to hit this blue install button on the right to actually install Zoom. Getting started on iPhone/iPad. So first you have to open the App Store on your iOS device, and then you have to search for Zoom Cloud Meetings and tap Get. And then you have to wait for the app to download and install. And then you open the app. And so when you open the app, you can sign in or join a meeting. And then again, you can highlight any permissions required, such as like your camera, your microphone, or notifications. So this is what it looks like on the right here, on the right, this image. This is what it looks like when Zoom is installing on your iPhone or iPad. So how to use Zoom? So creating an account. Creating a Zoom account is simple and straightforward. You just need to follow these simple steps. Visit the official Zoom website, again, zoom.us. Click sign up. It's free in the top right corner. Enter your email address or sign up using Google, Facebook, or SSO. Then check your email for a confirmation link and follow the prompts. Complete your profile by, and then finally complete your profile by adding a name, photo, or any other details that you want to. And now that you created your profile, you can now join a meeting. So how do you join a meeting? So once you've made a Zoom account, you're ready to join meetings. All you have to do is follow these simple steps to do so. Join via a link. You can click a meeting link provided in your invitation email or message. You can join with a meeting ID, so you can open the Zoom app or website, then click join and then enter a meeting ID. You can join with a calendar invite. So click the Zoom link embedded in your calendar event. And then some tips would be to make sure that you allow permissions for your microphone and camera. So on the right here, this is what it looks like when you click join meeting on Zoom. So you can enter a meeting ID here, and then you can also enter your name here. So how to host a meeting. You're also able to host a meeting once you've made an account with the following steps. First, you log into your Zoom account on the app or website, then click host a meeting and choose with video on or without video. Then for scheduling, you can click schedule and set the date, time, and other options. You can choose settings like password protection, waiting room, and meeting recording. So on the right here, you can actually see so here in this bottom corner, in this, sorry, the image in the bottom right, you can actually see a new meeting and schedule button. So schedule will let you create a meeting and it can be started at a certain time that you schedule. Creating a new meeting will create that meeting at that moment. And you can actually see the status of your group meetings in the settings tab. And then features and pricing. So these are key features that Zoom offers to all of its users. Host and join and audio calls with high quality streaming. Share your screens, apps, or documents with participants. Use the chat feature for messaging during calls. React with emojis to engage during meetings. Create ba- Create breakout rooms for your group discussions and record meetings for later playback and sharing. All right, so this is what a Zoom call looks like. So at the top here, number one, you have basically all the participants in the call. And actually over here on the left hand side, number nine, you can see this is where all of your participants are gonna be here's a list of all your participants, and you can see all the participants, and let's say some of them have their cameras on. You can also see that up here as well at number one. Then number two is your microphone options here. So you can select the microphone, select the speaker. You can test your speaker and microphone. You can switch to like a phone audio. You can leave your computer altogether. You can do all sorts of audio settings with number two here. And in this corner is where you unmute yourself and mute yourself. And this is where you turn on and off your camera. Then three is where you manage participants. So when you host a Zoom meeting, one of the things you can do is manage the people in your Zoom room. So you can manage participants here. So you can mute them, you can unmute them, you can do all sorts of things. Four is creating a poll. So you can actually create a poll in Zoom meetings. So let's say you wanted to like get you have a Zoom meeting and you wanted to like take a vote on something, you could easily just create a poll and then have everyone vote on it. And then, you know, it makes it very easy to do stuff like that. And then you have share screen. So like if you want to share your screen or you want to have one of your participants share their screen with the entire with the in the Zoom call, you can use the share screen feature. And then we have a chat feature here, which a lot of people know about, but the chat feature is basically where you can talk to other people, but you don't have to like use your microphone or use your camera to do. It's like a kind of like a chat room in the Zoom call. Then seven is record, and this just allows you to record the Zoom meeting for later in case you want to like watch it later. So this is where you would record your Zoom meeting. And then eight is breakout rooms. So if you want to create like breakout rooms for to discuss other things, or you want to have like multiple breakout rooms, like how these calls do, or these cyber seniors meetings do, how we go on breakout rooms after the presentation, you can do something like that using number eight here. Number nine, I already talked about, but I'll go over quickly again. Number nine is basically just a list of participants in the call. And 10 here is actually part of this. So if someone's like raising their hand, so you can see if people are muted and unmuted and if people have their cameras on and off. And also if someone raises their hand, you can see that here in number 10. Number 11 also goes back with number four, the polls. So if you create a poll, this is what it's gonna look like here. And then 12 is also part of the 12 is if you want to mute everyone, unmute everyone, and other options. And then in the bottom right here is the chat room. And so here, number 13, you can upload files. And number 14, I think this is settings for the chat room. So if you want to disable the chat room or kick someone out of the chat room, that's what number 14 is for. Pricing. So Zoom Basic is free, but it's only limited to 40-minute group meetings. Zoom Pro is $14.99 US dollars or 20.99 Canadian dollars per month, and you get longer meetings and more features. And Zoom Business is $19.99 or 26.99 Canadian dollars per month, and you get some advanced features for Teams. So some of the pros and cons of Zoom. So the pros of Zoom is that it's intuitive and it has a user-friendly interface. It's highly reliable, it has highly reliable audio and video quality, and it also supports large meetings with up to 1,000 participants on paid plans, making it ideal for webinars and conferences. It integrates seamlessly with popular calendar apps like Google Calendar and Outlook, allowing for easy scheduling and joining, and offers features some offers feature background virtual background screen sharing and meeting recordings, enhancing both casual and professional use. Some of the cons of using Zoom is that there's some privacy concerns, including the past incidents called Zoom bombing, where uninvited guests could join and disrupt meetings. Zoom has since implemented security features, but caution is still advised. The free plan limits group meetings to 40 minutes, which can interrupt longer sessions and require restarting the meeting. And Zoom also requires a stable, high-speed internet connection for the best experience. Low bandwidth can cause lags, freeze, and poor audio/video quality. Some of the features are only available on paid plans. So if you want to use those features, then you're gonna have to pay for Zoom. So if you like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for one-on-one phone sessions. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 ET on Thursdays.